Welcome back, YouTube family. This is Symphony with Kingdom Conversations. And sorry, the conversation is a little on hush hush, so go ahead and turn your volume all the way up. So I am at the close of my day of work, as you can see. And let me give you a twirl. I'm working on the clock and I'm working on God's clock too. So for the sake of work, I am going to wrap this up very quickly and just wanted to talk real briefly about confirmations from God. So when God gives people confirmations, it's usually off of something that he already told or explained to you in some way or fashion, where he knows that saying it one time may or may not get you to act on whatever the thing is that he wants you to do. So God will send you confirmations. He did say in his word that it's the evil people who ask for a sign. Don't get that twisted. God wants you to come to him and ask him for clarity, because he would prefer you to come to him instead of assuming things. But this is why we go on fast, to hear God more clearly. And sometimes people like me, I could go on a fast, hear it clearly, and still need that extra support for confirmation. So it's just like a relationship. A man can tell you that he loves you, but if you need those words of affirmation,
you need to hear it more than once.
So I look at it just like that, where I would like for God to, I'm not saying that he can't, but I would like for God to speak in an audible voice, like some, a regular person. But some people, they actually do have that experience where God speaks to them in a real audible voice and it doesn't sound like their own voice. Me, on the other hand, if it does happen, it's not frequent and it's very low. So I need confirmation, Lord. I need to make sure I heard correctly from you, and I need to make sure that it wasn't in my own subconscious. So I ask for, of course, I ask for confirmation. Now I think when the Lord said only wicked people ask for a sign, are people who go to psychics and mediums and all of these other people to give them the clear-cut answer that they want before seeking God for it. So confirmation, let me clear it up. All right, family, I'm back. Have to do some info job real quick. Y'all okay? I've fallen and I can't get up. I'm trying to be obedient, Lord. So the type of people that God was referring to was people who go to psychics and mediums for their definite answer, instead of, even if they go to him for confirmation, that's just not what God wants. God wants you to seek him for all answers, because the devil can trick you. So I just wanted to let y'all know, God can send confirmation in any way, shape, or form. It doesn't have to be through, okay, let me say what it doesn't have to be and say what it could be. It could be through the Bible. It could be through video confirmation. It could be through prophetic words. It could be through movies, signs, billboards. He can use literally anything. And that was the whole point I was trying to make. He'll use whatever he knows can get to the person he's trying to give the confirmation to. So the way he confirms stuff to me will be ways that he knows I pay attention to. Videos, movies, license plate tags, time frequencies on a clock, or whatever, different stuff. He'll give me those confirmations for me, but he could give my friend confirmations in a different way. So I just say, be on the lookout for God to speak to you in whatever way. Do not limit God and do not put him in a box, because when we do that, we're closed-minded to a way that he can speak to us, and we could be missing a sign. And usually when God sends signs and stuff, it's about something that's important. He's not going to make a big deal about sending you a sign if you ask him, what color should you dye your hair this weekend? Or if he does, he might just, as soon as you say that, he might show a red spill on the floor and say, oh, well, that's red. Like, it's something where people just have to get out of the mind frame of God can only speak through his word. God speaks through his word, but that's not the only way he speaks. That's not the only way he'll send us confirmation for different things. So I just wanted to encourage everybody, when you need something answered or something confirmed, ask God for it. And I'll be the first to tell you, he doesn't always give the confirmation right away. Sometimes he makes you wait for it. Sometimes he makes you seek a little harder. Sometimes he is just not ready to reveal it to you in the moment. I'm currently going through a personal situation myself where I want this confirmation so bad. Like I'm about to travel up to heaven and ask him personally. But it don't work like that. So I gotta be patient and wait. And then there's also people like me, if y'all are stubborn and God is already giving you a sign, and I hope y'all can hear me, turn me up. But if God is already giving you a sign and you choose to ignore it, or you choose to say, I need another one, God, or that's not enough, and God is probably like, I've already given it to you. I've made it as clear as day. But God never gets, I don't think God will ever get irritated with us as long as we come to him instead of seeking other sources to get these confirmations. So just wanted to clear that up. Let everybody know that I'm going through the same thing. We in the same boat, sis. We in the same boat, bruh. Like, I got answers. I got questions. Lord, you got answers. You know, I want to know just as bad as he wants to tell me. But I'm starting to believe and trust that everything happens in God's due timing. That is perfect timing. It may not be perfect to me because I want what I want and I want it right now. But who don't? So I hope this word encouraged y'all. I'm about to, yes sir. I'm about to get up out of here and skate in a little bit. So don't tell nobody. I'm just being childish at this point because it's been a long day. It's time to go. But I love y'all. See y'all on the next one.